Hey, good evening, guys. Welcome to day 21 of this vlog project. So, technically, if we wanted to get technical, it is past midnight. So, I guess in a way, I did miss the deadline, but it's a waking day. I haven't gone to bed yet, so I'm still counting it as a consecutive day recorded. It is wild to think that we are 3 weeks into this project. It has been pretty interesting to, again, try and implement the Gary V formula to put his blueprint into play. But here we go, we're still rolling. And big news, the community has grown by one more. So I wanted to say welcome to King Cecil, King_Cecil, for joining the tribe, hitting the subscribe button. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for jumping in. If you watch any of the videos and have any feedback or any topics or questions or issues that you want to discuss and bounce back and forth, by all means, jump in. Let me know your thoughts on any of the range of subjects we've covered so far, and would love to hear from you and get any new sparks of inspiration on any other topics or issues or anything like that to cover. So all that being said, I may just do a quick recap of the day and call it good and keep these ones on the slightly shorter side. But I guess the big event of the evening was UFC 264. The headline event was Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier. This was a trilogy fight. It was an interesting one in the career of both of these gentlemen, because obviously Conor McGregor has had a meteoric type career, or a shooting star type career, where he rose to prominence quickly, had an entire country behind his back and pushing his stardom, and he delivered. He talked the talk and walked the walk for many years to climb the ranks of the UFC featherweight and lightweight divisions relatively quickly and in devastating fashion in some cases, knocking people out cold, knocking Jose Aldo, one of the all-time greats, out in 13 seconds, and putting down Eddie Alvarez in a championship fight, up a weight class from what he had been previously competing at. So, obviously Conor McGregor needs no introduction, as well as the guy Dustin Poirier, who is a tough, gritty competitor, a hardworking. I almost feel like he's kind of blue collar, like just in the gym, working, sharpening his craft, an American top team guy under the tutelage of Mike Brown, who is, I think, among the coaching greats, or at least in the current MMA arena, one of the great coaches out there, one of the great head coaches, and was a great fighter himself in Mike Brown. I think he was a WEC champ. I think he beat Uriah Faber at the time when Uriah was on top of the world. So all that being said, big showdown tonight. Conor had beat Dustin Poirier maybe 7 years ago or something like that, when they were both pretty young in their careers. And then 6 months ago, Conor came back from, and yet another big layoff from MMA after he had been training for, I think, a boxing fight with Manny Pacquiao, and they had just sort of set up it's not, I wouldn't say last minute, but it sounds like he was originally going to do a fight with Manny Pacquiao. That fell through, and then talks of him and Dustin doing another fight sort of started up as maybe an exhibition match for charity originally, and then it steamrolled into just getting looped in with the UFC promotion, and they put it on. Conor got knocked out. I think in the first or second round. So he got brutalized with low calf kicks, and so tonight was the trilogy fight just 6 months later, and it was off to a great start. Conor was throwing some heavy leg kicks and maybe landed a couple of shots, and Dustin was coming back strong and ended up getting a takedown midway through the first round, if not pretty early, within a couple minutes, and just had Conor on the ground and was dogging him and ground and pound, and it looked like one of those things where there was nothing Conor could do about it. He just had to kind of weather the storm. And in the last maybe 30 seconds of the fight, they both get back to their feet, and a couple of hands are exchanged, and Conor throws a left and steps back on his back foot, but steps on it kind of in an awkward way that would typically twist or sprain an ankle, and it did that and then some, and blew out Conor's shin bone in just a brutal injury that was on display. And it was straight up gory. It was hard to watch, and so that fight came to an end via, as Conor made a point to clarify, via doctor stoppage. So that was the main event for the evening. There were some great fights prior to the main event. Sean O'Malley had a dominant performance over a UFC newcomer, and pretty much used this guy as a punching bag. And Greg Hardy got knocked out by a big native-looking guy from Australia who was drinking beers out of shoes all night. So that was pretty wild. And there was a lady fight that a Mexican female, I think boxer, put a number on some chick from Ukraine. Then I think there might have been one more. Yes, the Stephen Thompson Gilbert Burns fight was probably the most competitive, where it was just neither guy could really get going, and it was pretty competitive, but neither guy got out ahead and was able to dominate or anything like that. So all that being said, it was a great night of fights, and an even better night of hanging with some really good people. And that's been, I think, the best part of participating in any kind of combat sports, whether it's boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, judo, any and all of the above. The sports out there are... Hang on, I got a notification here. I'm going to swipe that out of the way. Any and all of those sports, like I've posted, I think I posted a video about, reasons to train jiu-jitsu, being, hey, you're getting that fitness, you're getting life skills in the form of self-defense, and you're getting a great community. And so I think this week has been a testament to that. I've trained some wrestling, trained some jiu-jitsu, sharpened those skills, stayed fit, and then on the weekend get to enjoy the company of some really, really great people in all different walks of life and industries and stages of life, and with really good senses of humor. So feeling really, really thankful for the great wife that I have been lucky enough to settle down with, and lots of gratitude after a fun social evening like tonight, and feeling a little ready to call it, ready to sleep this one off. And so again, hey, thanks to the newest member that now the tribe has grown to 3 folks following along. And all that being said, yeah, if there's anyone else who might come across this video, I'll probably title this one, UFC 264, because that was the big event tonight. Let me put this out there. Another update for the internet world is the Revolution, which is a grappling tournament here in the Pacific Northwest in the Puget Sound area. That's a pretty legit local tournament that usually happens maybe quarterly or biannually, something along those lines, or maybe once a year. I'm not exactly sure. I've competed once, got tapped out twice in my first match. Yeah, you heard that right. I got tapped out twice in my first match, so that wasn't a great showing. That was at my white belt stage, and so I've been wanting to compete for some time, and with all the shutdowns, that wasn't quite possible. And now that the world is opening back up, they just put out a bulletin that, hey, we are on for August 28th. Registration opens up August 2nd. So I'll put it out here for the world. I'm planning on throwing down, putting my name on the list, and competing in some jiu-jitsu, likely just participating in the no-gi jiu-jitsu. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing just how I stack up against other guys in my weight class and in my similar years of experience and all that. So looking forward to it. And so yeah, hopefully between now and then I can focus up a bit and maybe get in a little bit more training time per week and be ready to go and see how I do. So keep you all posted, and with that, now I will sign off and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later.